Ryan Thompson having a quietish game. I say quietish. Just 6 points. Leading scorer for Rasha Farmol is Yvonne Green on 13 points. Marko Rapovic for Galatasaray, he too on 13 points. So 2 double-figure scorers for Galatasaray, and what's more, Jaka Klabokar and Zach Augusta not far off, 9 points and 8 points respectively. But here go Ulm. Can they get themselves back into this game? And on this occasion, Coach Erdogan has not put his bench on the floor. And Nigel Hayes picks up his 8th rebound. He knows exactly when to pounce, this man on the ball. So much poise, so much awareness, so much ball distribution for Galatasaray. That's brilliant. Oh, what a block though. What a block there from Maximilian Ugray. That's got to go in. And another rebound for his 9th rebound. Looks at the coach and says, "Everything all right, coach?" And the coach says, "Yeah, you bet. Just keep playing the way you are, young man." Ugray there just bumped Hayes off. Hayes staying out of trouble. And another rebound for Ugray. The problem is that we've got to play at both ends of the floor. Here's Ugray for a welcome two. Nice pass and a quick offense there from Ulm. And Ugray gets his first score of the game. Galatasaray, they can afford to trade scores now. Webster for no points, and the rebound is grabbed by Gavin Schilling. Now Ulm need a run of scoring here. Well, that'll help. 5 without reply for them, and Akpinar buries the 3. That's enough as far as the Tugrul Erdogan is concerned. He doesn't want Ulm to get any closer. He's called timeout. It's not a case of desperation by Galatasaray, but well, they have led by 14. Now it's only 9. So 5 quick points for Galatasaray, got themselves back into the game. Here's that 3. So the score in this 4th quarter is 5-0 to Ulm. Here's that 3-pointer. And this time it wasn't a case of Galatasaray putting their bench on the floor. Still got Nigel Hayes, there he is right of his screen. Still got him really controlling the play on the court. Augusti's out, but you may see him come back in very soon. Yeah, here he is, number 30. And Hayes is out. That does surprise me, because Hayes was running everything, both ends of the floor. Akpinar now 11 points. Second leading scorer, just behind Yvonne Green for Ratio Farmall. And Tyjack Webster brings the ball up for Galatasaray. Klabokar is back in for Galatasaray. He's got to be careful with those screens. The travel on Klabokar. I was about to say that's a needless foul by Ryan Thompson, but he kept his hands to himself just about, and Klabokar took 1 step too many. Now, can Ulm score again? Can he make it a 7-0 or even 8-0 run of scoring? Akpinar, the pass. The 3-pointer goes up and out. Well, there was a foul on the play, yeah. As the man was airborne, as David Kramer was airborne, someone just leant on him. That's why he landed on his backside. So foul against Galatasaray. And it's a 2-shot foul as well, much to the amazement of Coach Erdogan. Yeah, there was a good reason why David Crane went flying through the air, because he was airborne and then shoved. Wow, little jerk in the shooting motion there. Very snatchy. Yeah, the fans looking up at the big video screen above us. So a 5-0 start to this fourth quarter, and it stays. Oh, the rebound and the tip in. It's a 7-0 start. Great rebounding there from Maximilian Ugrai. It's back to a 7-point game now. That'll tick up to 59. There it goes. Well, Augusti's wandering around, not really getting anything done. Here he is now in the post. On the turnaround, gets fouled. Yeah, the foul there by Gavin Schilling. Good footwork from August. He's in a similar situation in the third quarter. Or was it the second quarter when he was called for a travel? It was the second quarter indeed. But now Galatasaray with an opportunity for their first score of the fourth quarter. And Zach August is on the foul line. First trip to the line tonight. And he misses the first shot. Well, he's not the most muscle-bound big man you've ever seen. I wonder what he looked like before he put on those 28 pounds. Second is good. So it's back to an 8-point game now. August moves on to 9 points. Played with Panathinaikos fleetingly last season. Akpinar. They do work that pick and roll well. The left-handed shot misses, and the foul, rather clumsy foul there by Maximilian Ugrai. Angry with himself for missing. It's a well-worked play, but not a well-executed shot. Don't think he's left-handed. And there he is fouling none other than Nigel Hayes. Hayes 24 points, a stats index of 32, so you never know, he may make that 41 PIR that Maurice Ndua made last week. He's also got a double-double, Hayes. 24 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Webster. Webster defended by Akpinar. Still a long time to go, it's only an 8-point game. Hayes is wandering around, here he is, looking for a three. And not this time. Had to come a long way to get the ball there, Hayes. Here's Akpinar for three. Akpinar for three! It's a 5-point game now. Resio Farm Ulm well and truly back in the game. Akpinar took control of that situation there, demanding the ball and burying the three. And Akpinar is now on 14 points. Off the glass, no good, and the rebound, and the loose ball, perhaps, yes, here we go, Akpinar for the layup, it's a 3-point game, remember he was 14, 3 minutes ago? Timeout again, Galatasaray. They've had two, they've only got one left now in the second half. A great comeback, the second great comeback indeed from Resio Farm Ulm. They came back from 10 points adrift in the first half. They've come back from 14 adrift in the second half. Okay, they're still down by 3, but we have a game on our hands, folks. The regular season of the 7 days EuroCup may be springing up another surprise for us, and I suspect that Coach Erdogan is somewhat annoyed. Well, maybe it's diplomatic of us not to go in to listen to what Coach Erdogan is saying. The Galatasaray fans have woken up. Not quite as loud as they were in the hour preceding the game. They know they've got a game on their hands now. It looked all over by the shouting as Galatasaray led. Well, they won the third quarter 23-6, but this fourth quarter, the score is 12-1 in favor of Ulm. What a great fight back from the German side. Tell you in this other game, Morobak Andorra, in this other group, rather, in this group A, Morobak Andorra leading 47-43 at the half, but in the early stages of this fourth quarter, it is Galatasaray leading, but only by 3 against Rasio Farm Ulm. Klubakar back in. They need him, and they force a turnover. And the one, it's a 1-point game. Great steal there from Katin Reinhardt. He lays it up. And the timeout had no effect on Galatasaray. And Coach Erdogan urging his players on a defense, and nearly a steal there. And the foul. Those two won't count. The foul on the floor. The foul by Katin Reinhardt along the baseline. And Errol Chinko rather agrees. There's the steal, and here's the layup from Reinhardt to make it a 1-point game. Klubakar to inbound to Hayes. Hayes back on the floor. He had about a minute on the bench. Webster, Klubakar for 3. And the rebound is Ryan Thompson, and amazingly, Ulm have an opportunity to go back in front. Just under 5.5 to go, fourth quarter. Where's the ball? Oh, that's a clumsy play from Ryan Thompson. He had nowhere to go. He left his feet and tried to pass through traffic. And now his opposite number, Nigel Hayes, slows things down for Galatasaray. Here's Webster. Hayes has not had the ball in his hands much in the last 3 minutes, except for one missed three-pointer. And the rebound is for Ulm, and they could go in front if they score here, which they do. It's a 1-point lead now for Rasio Farm Ulm. Amazing scenes here on the banks of the Danube. Goodness me, what a game. What a competition this 7 days EuroCup is proving to be. Webster inside, the nice bounce pass. Hayes pulls over the jumper, and Hayes buries it, the ever reliable Hayes moves on to 26 points. That's an open 3 for Evans. Evans lays it up and misses. Well, why didn't he pull up for the pull-up jump shot or even a power layup? Here's Hayes again. He wants the ball in his hands down the stretch. And Hayes is fouled by Ryan Thompson. Galatasaray by 1, 4:11 to go in the fourth. Coming back in for Rasio Farm Ulm is Isaac Fotu. Hayes issuing instructions. And amazingly again, Zach August is on the Galatasaray bench. The referee's whistle has gone astray. He's just saying, hang on, I've got to make sure my whistle is working properly. What's the old adage? Have you lost your whistle, ref? There we go. Use your teeth, ref. Well, they can see the funny side of it. Again, it's been remiss of me not to comment on the referee. Well, it's not remiss actually, because they've done a great job. Boris Rizik, Jurgis Larinovicius and Simon Ovinov. If you don't notice the referees, they're doing a great job. Here's Hayes. Klubakar. Klubakar goes inside and misses. And the rebound there was Ryan Thompson, making up for that foul. 4 to go in the fourth. Galatasaray by 1. Akpinar pulls up for the 3. Akpinar for 3. Akpinar buries the 3. And Ulm go back in front. And remember, Galatasaray have had 2 timeouts. Akpinar now on 19 points. Here's Hayes, taking it inside, laying it up, missing, and the tip-in ties the scores. It's Marko Rapovic, 71 plays 71. Here's Akpinar's just hit a big 3. Hayes steps out on him. There's a foul on the play. And the foul, I think, is Chinko, number 15. It wasn't Hayes. There's that 3 from Akpinar, which gave a 2-point lead to Ulm. Great scenes here at the Rasho Farm Ulm, or the Rasho Farm Arena. Yeah, Akpinar doing a smart thing there, slowing things down so his team can receive instructions from coach Liebanath. 14 on the shot clock. Fotu. The foul, and the and one! The and one amazingly gives Rasho Farm Ulm a 2-point lead again. What a score from Dwayne Evans. Hang time, and he was fouled. What's the old adage in basketball? Do not foul prayer shooters. But his prayers were answered on that occasion. And the foul, Tyjack Webster. One or two of the Galatasaray players looking around as if to say, what on earth has happened to us? And what's more, the bonus is completed. It's a 3-point lead now for Rasho Farm Ulm. Evans completed that 3-point play. Here's Klobuchar. Hayes can't get the ball. They can't get it to him. The 3-pointer is up and in and out, and the rebound is grabbed by Dwayne Evans. Under 3 to go, it's a 3-point lead. Evans for no points, and the rebound is Green, and he's fouled by Klobuchar. It's all gone horribly wrong for Galatasaray. It's a distant memory now, that third quarter, which they won 23-6, because the score in this fourth quarter is an amazing 22-5 to Rasho Farm Ulm. Almost unbelievable, certainly unbearable for Coach Erdogan of Galatasaray. End line ball, here's Akpinar. Evans, Akpinar for 3. Not this time. That's a good rebound, and there's a man lying on the deck. But play continues, it wasn't that bad a fall. Here comes Arapovic, picks himself up. Good defense from Evans against Hayes. Hayes can't get the ball, shot clock on 5. Klobuchar misses, and the rebound is Fotu. And Akpinar says, slow things down. Akpinar on 19 points. Here is again Akpinar, defended by Webster. Fotu inside, shot clock on 7. Fotu on the hook, puts it in. The hook shot there from Isaac Fotu. And the lead now is 5 for Rasho Farm Ulm. Smiles all around on the Ulm bench, and no wonder. Galatasaray have just called their third and final timeout of the second half. The score, amazingly, in this fourth quarter is 24-5 to Ulm after a 6:23 third quarter for Galatasaray. What a turnaround! Ismet Akpinar, 19 points, 5 from 8 from 2-point range, 3 from 5 from 3-point range, 1 rebound. He hasn't been to the foul line yet, and that is a career high now for Ismet Akpinar. The 23-year-old German, he got 6 points last week against Savina Zvezda, but this week he has just simply exploded. The 23-year-old former Alba Berlin player, he came to the Ulm EuroCup the season before last, and what a game he's having here. And the Turkish fans, the Galatasaray fans, they just can't believe what they've seen. Under 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and Rasho Farm Ulm have risen from the grave almost. They were dead and buried. 66-52 the score after 3 quarters. Ulm trail by 14, now they lead by 5. At the risk of repeating myself, the score in this fourth quarter is 24-5 to Ulm. Here's Webster. Webster, he's fouled. It's a 2-shot foul. The foul, Akpinar. Akpinar, that's his second foul. And Tyjack Webster will go to the foul line. for Galatasaray. Webster, 2 points, his first trip to the line tonight. And he takes his time, doing the right thing, and regain some composure for Galatasaray. 108 seconds remaining in regulation. First is good, no problem. Mr. Cool on the foul line. The man who grew up in New Zealand, went to the University of Nebraska. Former Frankfurt player. Well, he would hate the fact that he went back to Turkey on the losing side against his former club. Akpinar controlling things for Ulm. Ticking down to the minute-and-a-half mark. Shot clock in single figures. Green inside. Green misses, but the rebound. Oh, and it dropped out of his hands. Isaac Foto had the rebound, and it slipped out like a veritable bar of soap. He was about to dunk it, I think, and there it was gone. 1:27 remaining in the fourth. Galatasaray trailing by 3. Here's Webster again. He's just hit 2 from the foul line. And remember, Ulm are in the penalty. Galatasaray on 4 fouls. Webster inside for 2. Great play from the Kiwi. It's a 1-point game. 4 points without reply from Tyjack Webster. Timeout Ulm. 76 seconds remaining in regulation. It's a 1-point lead for Ratio Farm Ulm. Here's that layup from Webster. No help at all from Ulm. Mind you, there was a big screen in there. A terrific screen helped Webster lay the ball up. Group A in the regular season of the 7 days EuroCup, and fingernails being bitten to the quick amongst the Ulm fans. If we get a brief look at the Galatasaray fans, I would think it'd be the same thing there. Mind you, they're probably punching the air a few times as well. Nigel Hayes, 26 points, 10 rebounds, PIR of 32, but he hasn't scored for about 3 minutes. Mind you, they haven't found him. Galatasaray just can't get past the Ulm defense at the moment. Remember, Ulm lost last week. Galatasaray won. If this continues, that'll be 1-1. Played 2, won 1, lost 1. That's a big if, though. Galatasaray, winners of the 7 days EuroCup back in 2016, with an entirely different lineup, you have to say. Reinhardt to inbound. He had to work, or rather, Akpinar had to work hard to get open there. And they've switched Arapovic onto Akpinar, who lost the ball. Good defense from Galatasaray. Here's Klobuchar. Smart move defensively from Galatasaray there. And the hustle and the foul is Green. And remember, Green has already had 1 technical foul. If he gets another, he's gone. He's angry, but he's got to curb his anger. Here he comes. Oh, we didn't see the foul. Oh, the gesticulation was in disappointment more than anger. Or perhaps it was both. But because Ulm are in the penalty, it's 2 shots, and Galatasaray an opportunity to go back in front. And Arapovic is taking his time on the foul line. Amazing how many players suddenly find the need to tie their shoelaces up in the clutch. So Marko Arapovic, great Croatian player, 15 points to him tonight. 2 shots to come. It's tied at 76s. No draws in basketball. Someone's got to be very disappointed after this terrific game. Someone has to lose. Arapovic misses the second. He's tied at 76s. Last minute of regulation. Here's Akpinar against Webster. Neither team can afford to foul now. Green. The 3 is out, and the rebound. Green couldn't get his hands on it. He almost tipped it to a teammate. Here's Webster. Differential of 15 seconds between game and shot clock. Tyjack Webster running the clock. Green Den fouling, Webster inside, Arapovic is fouled, and he's got the and one! A great pass there from Tyjack Webster, and Arapovic, the powerful frame, goes inside, lays it up, and he's fouled by none other than Akpinar. That's Akpinar's third foul, and look at the reaction there from Tyjack Webster, signalling the 2 and the and 1. Galatasaray by 3. Remember, Coach Liebanath still has a timeout to come. Marko Arapovic on the foul line. 18.6 rebounds and a clutch foul shot which misses. Now, Ulm can win the game with a 3. They can take it to overtime with a 2. Here's Akpinar. Akpinar defended by Coxall. That's a great switch on defense. Akpinar inside for a score. 7 seconds remaining. It's tied. Here goes Klobuchar inside. No foul. Oh, the turnover. 1.8 seconds remaining. It's tied at 78. Timeout, Ulm. I remember a new rule in basketball nowadays. Coach Liebanath can decide where he wants to bring the ball in from. I think you can safely say he'll bring it in from the front court. Remember, both teams in the penalty. There's Akpinar taking it to the hoop, laying it up for his 21st point to tie the scores. And Klobuchar there decided not to go to the hoop. He waited, but then Galatasaray turned the ball over. 1.8 seconds remaining in regulation, and possession will be in the hands of Ulm. If they score, they win. And Galatasaray dare not foul. The 4 fouls there. That means that Galatasaray are in the penalty. Well, the Galatasaray fans stunned. They led by 3 not so long ago. What a fabulous game. The 7 days EuroCup nearly always springs a surprise on us. Nigel Hayes there, 26 points, 10 rebounds, and he might not be on the winning side. Yeah, they'll bring it in from the front court. Yeah, all the players on the floor. Then the referee asked the coach who called the timeout, where do you want possession to come in from? And he said, guess, the front court. Ryan Thompson will pass the ball in. And Galatasaray dare not foul. Will it go to Akpinar? He's defended by Coxall, a much bigger player there. You've got to get the ball in first, though. Hayes read it, and the long shot is... oh, not too far away. We have overtime. Well, when Galatasaray led by 14, overtime was the last thing on the minds of either coach. But all credit to Torsten Liebanath there. He didn't quit. He thought, no, we're going to put a fight up here, and that's exactly what the Ratio Farm Ulm did. They fought, and they fought, and they kept fighting. Figuratively speaking, of course. The second round of the regular season of the 7 days EuroCup here in Group A. It's all level, it's all tied at 78. And we have at least 5 minutes to go. You've got to think, really, how on earth is Nigel Hayes going to go back to Istanbul on the losing side, if in fact that's what happens, because he's had a monster game. 26 points, 10 rebounds for a PIR of 32. But then again, Ismet Akpinar, 21 points, 2 assists, a PIR of 13, but all of those, well, most of those 21 points came in the second half. A crucial time to score for his career best of Ismet Akpinar. 2 minutes between the fourth quarter and overtime. That's what the coaches have, that's all they have. And let me just repeat that at half-time, Ulm led by 3. 46-43, but then Galatasaray had a storming third quarter, 23-6 they won it. And they led 66-52, but a storming fourth quarter for Ratio Farm Ulm. They won that fourth quarter 26-12. And that equates to a 78-78 scoreline. Reinhardt there, Katin Reinhardt, 9 points, 3 assists, 2 steals. One of those steals at the end of the first half. Here's Webster, scored 4 points without reply. There's a great pass inside. Lovely pass into Marko Arapovic. Webster's come alive. In overtime now, Galatasaray lead by 2. And that's his 9th assist to go with 6 points for Tyjack Webster, the Kiwi. Akpinar, the bounce pass. Green goes baseline and floats it in. It's tied again. Great play from Yvonne Green. Green has made 15 points now. He's got a PI of 23. Here's Webster. Coxall. Oh, Green nearly fell over then, and Webster would have been free. Don't foul, Green. Webster inside. Loses the ball. Good hands, good defense there from Ulm. And Webster was looking for the foul, which didn't come. Akpinar. 4 to go in overtime, the first overtime. Here's Akpinar again, defended by Webster. No pass there. The other Kiwi is Fotu. Green in the corner for no points. And the rebound, inevitably, Nigel Hayes. And then he hands off to Klubakar. Mr. Cool is Nigel Hayes. Little trip there. Completely accidental, Coxall. And Green switches onto him. Coxall, nowhere to go really. Oh, then he goes to the hoop and lays it up. Goaltending, yeah. It hit the glass. You can't touch it when it comes off the glass. Javon Green. A lovely little give and go there between Coxall and a teammate resulted in a layup. And that's goaltending. Now, the referee's just going to check this. He's entitled to. I thought it came off the glass. Don't think it was on the way down. Here we go. There's Coxall going back door and came off the glass. Yeah, you can't touch that. Good refereeing, and just to make sure, the referee is looking at the action replay. I can well, I've seen the replay, and I can assure the referee that that's goaltending. Oh, no score! Wow, that amazes me. Well, the referee had one look at the replay, and I thought it hit the glass, but there must have been a millimetre between the ball and the glass. Well, Galatasaray still lead by 2. That would have given them a 4-point lead. In the corner, it's Gunter. The layup is good. It's tied again at 82s. Per Gunter lays it up. Who's going to break the deadlock here? Oh, Green lets Coxall go past him again. Green is not playing the best defense I've ever seen, and he's still complaining. Webster, the bounce pass inside. Arapovic, Klubakar in the corner for no points, and the rebound is grabbed by Katin Reinhardt. Owned by 2. 2.5 to go in overtime. Fotu screens. Finds Gunter. Shot clock on 4. Gunter's got to go inside. Pulls up and loses the ball. There's the shot clock. Those 3 won't count. Good defense from Galatasaray. Not particularly good recognition from Per Gunter. He was dribbling, going nowhere. Then again, you have to give credit to terrific defense from Galatasaray. 2:18 to go in overtime. Ratio Farm Ulm by 2. 15 will inbound. That's Errol Chinko. Akpinar out. Akpinar out on 3 fouls. I suspect he will come back in on offense. Webster inside for 2. Webster's having a great game down the stretch. He ties it up again. Tyjack Webster now 8 points and 10 assists. Close to a double-double, a remarkable double of points and assists. Gunter, Thompson. 105 seconds remaining in overtime. Thompson into the corner. The 3 goes up and out. And the rebound is Coxall, and he hangs on to it, almost stepped out of bounds. Here's Webster, calls the down play. Ratio Farm Ulm, is that score correct? Minute and a half to go. I didn't think it was 85-82. It's tied at 82s. Webster, shot clock on 3. Hayes, has he seen the shot clock? You bet he has, but he missed. And the rebound there by Dwayne Evans. Per Gunter. Players looking very, very weary now. Understandably so. The 45th minute of the game. Katin Reinhardt. Reinhardt. The 2, he's missed, but the rebound. Dwayne Evans missed the floating hook shot and then followed it up and tipped it in for a 2-point lead for Ulm. Timeout Galatasaray, who now trail by 2. Here's the pass from Reinhardt. There's the miss from Evans, and then he followed through and tipped it in. Nothing that Zach August could do to stop that. Timeout Galatasaray in the last minute of the first period of overtime. A 2-point lead for Ratio Farm Ulm. Well, the spectators here have an opportunity to regain their breath, regain their composure. And they have believed the whole game, especially when they were leading by 14 after 3 quarters, but a dramatic 4th quarter brought Ulm back into the game. It was tied at 78 after 40 minutes of mesmerizing play here in the Ratio Farm Arena. We're in southern Germany on the banks of the Danube, and the fans here have had a great night. It'll be even better if Ulm can win this. The home side of Galatasaray, winners a couple of seasons ago, very proud club. They're used to playing in the EuroCup, several seasons in this fabulous competition, several seasons in the EuroCup and EuroLeague as well. Now, this time Galatasaray opt for possession in the front court with 54 seconds remaining in the first period of overtime. Hayes to inbound. Well, they had to, oh, the steal from Green, and it missed. It missed. Oh, Green has hurt himself. Did he hang on the rim? He missed the layup. It rolled around and around and came out. Has he hurt his wrist there? Let's have a look. Here we go. Webster, defense. That had to be called a foul. It wasn't, or was it? It rolled around the rim. There's the foul by Webster. Has it been called? It rolled around and came out. And Green is in agony. Yeah, it was foul. Webster did foul him. Good foul. Now, if he's hurt his wrist, he's got a problem on the foul line. There's the problem. You can't shoot with a sprained wrist. Jamont Green, 3 from 6 tonight from the foul line to go with his 15 points. He's got a PIR of 26, which is very, very commendable. 6 steals as well. 1 to come, which he makes. It's a 3-point lead now for Ratio Farm Ulm. Green moves on to 16 points. Hayes, oh, that was very close to a backcourt dribble. Klabakar. Shot clock ticking down to single figures. Here's Klabakar going inside. Finds Hayes. Hayes for 3. Hayes for no points. Who's got the rebound? The rebound is indeed grabbed by Isaac Fotu. And now there's 4 seconds differential between game and shot clock, and Galatasaray surely have to foul. Well, poor dribbling skills there by Ulm, and Klabakar is fouled. The foul by Jamont Green. He's everywhere at the moment. And Jamont Green gets his 3rd foul to go with the 7 he has drawn. It's a 3-point lead for Galatasaray. There's the foul by Green. Desperation time. It wasn't unsportsmanlike. He ran through his player, through his opponent, and Liebanath angry at the referee, but the referee was very close. It was a good call, Mr. Referee. It's 2 shots. Now the referee is going to look at this. He's going to think, was it an unsportsmanlike? He's going to look at the replay. I think he has every right to look at it, just in case there was no attempt for the ball there. That's what the referee is saying. I'm just looking to see whether an unsportsmanlike foul is justified. Lady, they're getting involved as well. Hang on, let the referees do their job. Boris Rizik, the referee, looking at the monitor to see whether he has made a mistake on the call, whether he can justifiably say it's unsportsmanlike. If it's unsportsmanlike, it's 2 shots and possession. And there's the poor dribbling skills. And here's the foul. Well, the referee initially pointed at Klobuchar, but I think Green has been adjudged to have fouled, and the foul is unsportsmanlike. 2 shots and possession. Referee took a long time to look at that, and the fans don't like it. It's 2 shots to Galatasaray, who trail by 3, 17 seconds remaining. Jamont Green was deemed not to have made any attempt for the ball there. Klobuchar misses the first. Now, 1 to come and possession. The fans cheering that missed foul shot by Jaka Klobuchar. He makes the second. It's a 2-point lead now for Rasio Farm, but possession is with Galatasaray. And the referee's telling Akpinar there, do not violate that plane, the plane of the boundary. Here's Webster. They needed 2 to tie again. Webster goes inside and lays it up. 10 seconds left in the first overtime period. Here's Akpinar. They need to score to win. Galatasaray daren't foul. Akpinar. Fotu. They've got to shoot. You've got to shoot. You've got to shoot it. Well, we have another overtime period. 85 plays 85 after 1 overtime period. We have a second overtime period to come. What drama here in Ulm in southern Germany. The fingernails of the fans have been bitten to the quick and more. Ulm mascot, the rabbit, is wandering around in a daze. 85 plays 85, still anybody's game. Well, overtime is pretty common in top quality basketball, so is double overtime. I remember a few years ago, I think it was Zabina Zabedsta at Alba Berlin, and it went to 5 overtimes. I think the record is 8 overtimes. We're a long way from that, but we have a double overtime period here. Galatasaray fans, they thought it was... thought they were dead and buried, trailing by 3 with 16 seconds to go, but then the referee consulted the monitor, decided that Jamont Green had not made a legitimate attempt for the ball, so it was called unsportsmanlike. And just before that, Coach Liebernath was querying a non-call at the other end, which to my mind was a correct non-call. Doesn't matter anyway what I think, but again, superbly refereed this game. So we've had 45 minutes. We're going to get to the 50-minute mark at least. Akpinar there on 3 fouls, 21 points. A career high for him. And it's possession for Ulm at the beginning of the second overtime period. Both Americans in for Galatasaray, August number 30 and 7. The leading scorer in the game, Nigel Hayes, hasn't scored for some time, though. And here's Akpinar. Fotu. I thought they took the wrong option at the end of that first overtime period. Fotu inside. Fotu misses the hook shot, and the rebound is August. And Klobuchar says, I'll play the point now. So Webster has a different role now. Here he is, coming to receive the pass. Young Kiwi. Into Hayes. Hayes inside for the miss. And he's fouled. Yeah, Hayes looks around. A call came belatedly, but it came nonetheless. There's the foul. Yep, the foul. Isaac Fotu. And Nigel Hayes on the foul line. One from 2 tonight. He's wandering around as if to say, what's going on, ref? Well, again, a player taking his time. to line up the foul shots. Fotu looks as though he's hurt his hip there. 3 fouls, Fotu. What? An offensive foul being called? Well, I didn't see that one coming at all. I don't think Hayes saw it coming either. 4 fouls, Hayes. That amazes me. It wasn't a technical foul, it was deemed as an offensive foul. Fotu gets them both, and Ratio Farmall have a 2-point lead again. Strange turnaround there, definitely. Webster at the point, defended again by Green. Those two getting to know each other well. Yeah, the illegal screen, that's right, that's a clumsy screen by August. No problem with that call. He came, and the dribble went before the screen was set. So both players made a mistake there. There it is. He went before the screen was set. The screen was moving anyway. Good call, referee. It's not a shooting foul, though. The team that committed the foul was in control of the ball, and here's Thompson to Akpinar. Amazing drama here in Ulm. I think 120,000 people in this German city, and they're all gripped to this fabulous 7 days EuroCup game. Akpinar. Shot clock on 5. Fotu inside for the hook shot. Isaac Foto's come to the party. That's his 12th point. And now a relatively big lead with 3:44 to go. It's a 4-point lead for Ratio Farm Ulm. Klobuchar hesitates, goes inside. Coxell. Shot clock on 7. Hayes. Hayes can't buy a bucket at the moment. At one stage in the game he couldn't miss, now he can't score. 3.5 to go in the second overtime. Here's Akpinar. Akpinar slows things down, confronted by Klobuchar. Thompson. Foto sets the screen, he's got to keep still on that screen. Akpinar for no points, and the rebound is Hayes. Hayes has just grabbed his 12th rebound. Webster, 3 to go in the second OT. Arapovic sets the screen, Webster slices through and he's fouled by Green, or was it Fotu? If it's Fotu, that's his 4th foul, it's a shooting foul. Webster slicing through the defense there, quite probably looking for the foul. Here's that hook shot from Fotu. So it's all about 2 Kiwis at the moment. Well, we began at the start of the game by saying that a strange quirk of fate has put 2 New Zealanders up against each other in a subplot. 2 players from a faraway land taking prominent positions here as Webster buries the first. Under 3 to go in the second OT. Galatasaray trail by 3. Both teams in the penalty. They've been in that penalty for some time, of course, in second overtime. 2 from 2, or 1 from 2 though, and Hayes got the rebound and then couldn't hang on to it. It is Galatasaray possession though. Who let Hayes in there? Nobody boxed him out. He thought he got a layup there. Good recovery, or good-ish recovery from the Ulm players. And Galatasaray have a new 14. Fotu denying the ball into the post. Here's Webster. Hijack Webster, defended by Yamont Green. Arapovic sets a pick. Webster finds Arapovic. There's the shot clock buzzer, which beats Galatasaray. Good defense from Ratio Farm Ulm. Applauded there by Katin Reinhardt. 2:39 to go. Possession to Ulm, and they lead by 3. The crowd believe. 20 minutes ago, they couldn't believe. And here's Akpinar. Akpinar, 21 points. Fotu. Evans loses. Oh, well, it was knocked out of bounds there by Nigel Hayes. Evans a little fortunate there. Hayes kept his hands to himself, but the ball just touched his hands. Fotu for 3. Fotu for 3! I don't think that's his range. He doesn't care though, because he's given Ratio Farm Ulm a 6-point lead. Fotu moves on to 12 points, and that's a backcourt violation. A disaster there for Galatasaray. And Webster's pleading with the official to change his mind. He ain't going to change it. Let's see if we get a replay of it. Once the ball is in the front court, you can't bounce the ball on the halfway line. The halfway line is in the back court. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he stepped into the back court. That's a great call, referee, right on the spot. 2:10 to go in the second OT. Evans. Fotu. Fotu inside. He's fouled. Fotu and Webster are the dominant players in this, in both overtime periods. One for each side. The two Kiwis. Fotu inside there. He's fouled. Fouled indeed by Can Korkmaz. There's that three from Fotu, and he holds the pose as well. And why not? Isaac Fotu on the foul line. He's 2 from 2 from the free throw line tonight. And the referee's just said, no, you can't make a sub now. I've given the ball to the shooter. August was waiting to get back in for the rebound, but he couldn't because the ball was already in the hands of the shooter. It's a 7-point lead for Resio Farmall in the second overtime period. Still time to go, though, for Galatasaray. 2 minutes and 1 second. Quality free throw shooting from a quality player, Isaac Fotu. Man who played in the 2014 World Championships for New Zealand, went to the University of Hawaii. And the Galatasaray coaching staff has said, no, we don't want to sub. Where's Erdogan, the coach? Has Erdogan been thrown out? No, he's still sitting there. It's the assistant coach who's walking down the line. That's not allowed, you know. It's got to be the coach. Here's Webster. Webster defended by his compatriot. Webster for three. Webster for three. They're not going to lie down. 94 plays 89. Here's Akpinar looking for the foul there. And Korkmaz smart enough not to foul him. Under 100 seconds remaining in double overtime. Fotu bundled to the floor by someone. It's Arapovic who's all over Fotu. Now they switch to Korkmaz. Fotu for two. What a game he's having in double overtime. Isaac Fotu, 17 points. Timeout Galatasaray, the lead back to 7. Was it fate that we began at the beginning of this game saying that there is a fascinating subplot between two players from New Zealand, and they've both had amazing inputs in 2 periods of overtime. There's Fotu inside, taking it to the hoop against a quality defender in Korksel, but Fotu laid it up for his 19th point. 19 points, 8 rebounds to Isaac Fotu. Fotu starting power forward for the Kiwi national team, the Tall Blacks rather. And the Galatasaray fans have gone somewhat quiet, beating the drum there in, well, exasperation perhaps. What can coach Tugrul Erdogan of Galatasaray come up with here to get his team back in the game? Seems to me his assistant coach is having quite an input here, and there's a look on the face there of Nigel Hayes, a look of disbelief. 26 points for a PIR of 29, 13 rebounds, and he just can't, he's looking up at the scoreboard, he can't believe what he's looking at. Well, it's Galatasaray possession in the front court. That's what the coach selected, of course. Do not violate that boundary line, he tells Thompson. Here's Webster, defended by Green, and they switch on him, and now it's Evans defending Webster, and again Webster nails the three. It's back to a 4-point game. Galatasaray just will not go away. Here's Akpinar defended by Webster. My goodness me, what a dramatic sequence of events we've seen here in Germany. Thompson back to Akpinar, shot clock single figures. Akpinar pulls up for the three and hits it. Akpinar again, 24 points to him now. second leading scorer in the game, only 26 points from Nigel Hayes. Beats him, his Webster going inside again, gets his shot blocked, and now really they should run the clock. But no, they're going to get 2 for Thompson, the reverse layup, 101 plays 92. That should do it. A great steal there for Ulm, and what can Galatasaray do to get themselves back in the game? Well, they foul, but it probably doesn't matter because Galatasaray will go to the foul line. Korkmaz has 2 foul shots. There's the shot block, no foul there, and the behind the back pass, not exactly showtime, but an easy 2 there for Ryan Thompson for a 101-92 scoreline after 2 periods of overtime. It was indeed called an offensive foul. 10 or 11 seconds differential between game and shot clock. And remember, if there's a tie after 10 games, then the score after overtime isn't counted. It's 0-0. That's a long way away. Akpinar inside for another 2, and Akpinar becomes the game's equal leading scorer on 26 points. What a game from him, the lead 11. And really, Galatasaray will wonder where on earth this game went, but Ulm will think, well, we can do anything in this game. And the rebound is grabbed by Akpinar. That is it. 103-92 in a quite remarkable game here in the 7 days EuroCup regular season, round 2. Absolutely fascinating game, fabulous game. I'm running out of superlatives here because that has been a remarkable game. What a comeback from Ulm. They trailed by 14 points after 30 minutes. They forced overtime. 78 plays 78 after regulation, but there, after 2 periods of overtime, 103-92, Russia Farm Ulm.